afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great and ultra rare Class B Plus motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. For those of you wanting a small, easy to drive motorhome, you're going to love this 2002 Phoenix Cruiser. 2002 Phoenix Cruiser, model 2100. Only 22 feet long, bumper to bumper, but it's one of the smallest motorhomes I've ever seen that has a stationary rear bedroom in it. Very easy to drive and park. It's got 81,072 miles, which is low miles for a 15-year-old motorhome. It just came in. We haven't even washed the bugs off of it yet. This little motorhome's got a 6.8 liter Triton V-10 on a Ford E350 1-ton chassis, dually rear end, so it's a B+. So it's a little bit wider than your Class B camper vans, but it's just about the same length at only 21 feet long. Got a fiberglass roof. This little motorhome will get up and go. Now, folks, I'm used to driving motorhomes this size right here. So when I drove, I'm trying to make it a point to drive every one of these before I do a video on them, so I can honestly tell you how they drive and ride and all that stuff. Me driving this motorhome right here would be like one of you driving a Toyota Prius or a smart car. So to me, this thing right here is about as easy to drive as an SUV or a pickup truck. And at 21 feet long, that's about the average length of a four-door F-150 pickup truck. So it's easy to drive and park. It's in great shape. Got a 5,000-pound towing capacity hitch on the back. Got an awning. Got a 4 kW Onan generator with only 568 hours on it. Running right now, powering everything up inside. Got a crank out awning. Tires look great. We just drove it 500 miles in here, then I just got back from driving it about 10 or 15 miles up the interstate. Shifts good, runs good, brakes feel good, no pulsating in the steering wheel. Dash air is ice cold, which when you get into a motorhome this size, folks, that dash air is going to pretty much keep the entire motorhome comfortable without having to run the generator and the roof air. And that's why the generator doesn't have any more hours on it than it does, because most of the time you're not going to need it unless you're camping somewhere without hookups or boondock camping or tailgating, something like that. Got a DSI water heater, 6-gallon. Another thing I like about these Class B pluses versus the regular Class B camper vans, I'm 6'4", folks. I can't stand up in a camper van. I can stand up in one of these Class B pluses. Plus, I've got room to move around, a whole lot more comfortable, and you can barely tell any difference at all when you drive one of these versus a Class B camper van. You can hardly tell any difference at all in the way it rides, drives, and parks. But when you turn around from behind that cab, you can really tell the difference in the comfort with all the extra room. Let's look inside this little Phoenix Cruiser. And folks, I did one of these Saturday, a 24-foot Phoenix Cruiser with a slide that was more money. It sold in, by Monday morning, we already sold it. So this one right here, I look to sell just as fast. Folks, this is a nice, clean motorhome. Everything's original in it, original carpet, upholstery. Everything looks great. And my gosh, it is chilly in here. Pretty hot today. Summer ain't wanting to give up. It's almost 90 degrees today here in northwest Georgia, but my gosh, you couldn't tell it from standing in here. We'll start here in the cab, and like I said, I just got through driving. It's got a CB radio for those of you who like those. Got a factory stereo. The dash air is cold. Windshield's perfect. It drives good, shifts good, cruise works. Seats look, I mean, I've never seen an 81,000 mile seat that looked that good. Obviously, they weren't a big guy like me that had this thing, because those seats are in excellent condition. Oh, ready? 81,072 miles. It's got power windows, power locks. I'll show you the 37 degrees out the vent. Obviously not an issue there. Dash looks good. Headliner looks good. Got the wood kit in it, so it gives it kind of a little flare. Got the tilt and cruise. Let's look back here. And like I said, folks, I'm normally grunting and groaning when I'm shooting one of these Class B camper vans, but not in this one. Great floor plan for this small of a motorhome, folks. Roof air, which like I said, obviously is ice cold, 37 degrees. Table booth makes a bed so you can sleep. It would sleep 2 smaller children or 1 adult, and you've got 2 and then sleep in the back. So you can sleep 3 to 4. Nor cold refrigerator. Obviously they didn't cook in this thing. If they cooked, they didn't cook much. But it does have a convection oven microwave, which is nice. It's got the grill to go, so that you can actually grill some vegetables, piece of steak, or hamburgers, or chicken, or whatever you want to put up there. You just take the strip tray out, clean it off. I actually paid about $600 to put one of these in my 38-foot Class A, and I love it. It's perfect for 2 people for a quick meal. You've got a 6-gallon water heater on board, potable water tank. You've got onboard wastewater tanks, just like a big motorhome has, just shrunk down into an easy and dry package. Solid wood cabinetry. It's got a TV up here. It's they've upgraded it to a little HDTV. And then you've got deep closets. This is your privacy curtain so that you can close the windshield off at night and have privacy without giving up a bunch of room. Got a little swivel chair right here. You got countertop extensions on the kitchen, which gives you pretty good amount of food prep area. You've got one there, and then you've got one right here. Got a full-size bed in the back that can sleep 2 people very comfortably for this small of a motorhome. Got a fantastic vent fan, big closet. You got, I like this right here. I mean, this is a well-designed little motorhome, folks. Well-designed little motorhome. You know, they don't waste any space. Refrigerator and freezer. It's cold. I hadn't had it on too awful long, but just enough to tell that it's working. And we guarantee all that to work anyway, folks. Got a little closet right here. Plenty of storage. And here in the back, you've got a full, or what we call a wet bath in the RV industry, or what I call the time saver option, because you can do it all at one time. But you've actually got the entire bathroom's a shower. So you've actually got a bigger shower in here than you get in bigger motorhomes. And of course your toilet and everything. You know, not a bad little rig, folks. Sleeps up to 4. It's going to include a major systems check by our certified RV techs that will be completed after purchase. And you know, we go through this thing, we make sure everything, all the important systems work like they're supposed to. We make sure the generator, which obviously does, the roof air, the fridge, running and driving, which already works. We check the water system, propane system, cabinets, drawers, all that good stuff, folks. All the appliances, refrigerator on gas and electric, all that's included for the price of only $24.9, and that's haggle free. The only way we discount that price, folks, because when you start looking for these things, there's none of them out here like this for that price anywhere else. And when you start looking at these things online, folks, this thing is a bargain. Try to find one for less with the same, with an inspection and all that. Now, for those of you who do like to haggle, we know there's still a few of you out there, because the internet has pretty much made haggling a thing of the past, because everybody online is already competing against thousands of other RV dealers that post their inventory online. So if our prices weren't the lowest, believe me, our phones wouldn't be ringing, our email boxes would be empty, our lots would be empty, and we certainly wouldn't be selling almost 600 used units a year and been doing it for almost 50 years if our prices weren't the lowest out there. So price is what sells these things first and foremost. If you don't think the price is right, you're never going to call or contact the dealer to begin with. So, you know, we know the game, folks. We've been doing this a long time. Our prices are firm. They're haggle-free. This way you don't have to worry about trying to negotiate a better deal. We don't have to worry about overpricing these RVs just so that we can come down so you can play the game, folks. We don't play games. We don't want you to either. You know, we can mark this thing up to $32.9 if you want us to. And we can play the negotiating game if that makes you feel better, but it's still going to come out the same. We just eliminate all that. We eliminate the time, the trouble, the hassle. and just make them haggle free. Now, we will discount the unit, folks. If you want to buy this unit as is, as it sits, I don't have to pay my RV techs to do an inspection on it. I don't have to pay my RV techs to give you a walkthrough and a demonstration. You just pretty much jump in it and go. Take the good with whatever potential bad, if any, there might be, and buying it the same way we did, and we will discount this unit what those services cost us. I've already got the generator running, the roof air running, the fridge is cold, dash air is cold, and it runs and drives good. So you know all that stuff's fine, the major stuff, the stuff that costs you the most money if it doesn't work. And you may buy this thing as is and not have to do a thing to it, folks. I mean, it's happened before. About 70% of you are going to take the inspection, and about 30% are going to take option B, which is the as-is price, which is a discounted price off the $24.09. If you want a copy of what we check out for the price that we charge, contact our non-commissioned sales department at 706-965-7929. We'll be more than happy to either send you a list or go over the list with you on the phone, showing you what we check and repair if needed for the price you pay. And they can also tell you what the current lead time is for a Class B checkout, which isn't long at all. And they can tell you, and tell you how our sales process works, because we're different than everybody else, which is pretty obvious because we've been in business almost half a century, that we are different. Our prices are lower and our overhead's lower because we've been in business so long, so it allows us to sell these things for the price that we sell them for. I just sold one of these for $29.09 the other day. I think this one's just as nice, if not nicer, for $24.09. So, this is a great little motor home for somebody wanting something easy to drive, easy to park, perfect for 2 people or even 3 or 4 if you had to. $24.09 will trade. It's going on eBay. Bidding starts at the asking price, since our prices are haggle free. The bidding starts at $24.09, so you can bid on it, and I've had several of them bring more than the asking price when people start bidding. If you want to go ahead and buy it, we're not obligated just to sell on eBay. We advertise on 20 different websites, and if you want to buy it, give us a call, 706-965-7929. If you don't want to wait on the auction to end, which chances are this thing won't even be here when the auction ends. Most of my RVs sell well before the eBay listing ends because they're 7-day auctions. Or if you want the as-is price, because if you buy it on eBay, I'm going to assume you want it checked out, ready to go, so the price is $24.09. If you want the as-is price, call us. We'll sell it to you for the as-is price, give you a discount. You're welcome to email us too at sales@parkwayrvcenter.com. Look at that headliner, folks. This is a 15-year-old motorhome, and it looks as nice and as good a condition as some of these that are 8 or 9 or 10 years newer that I have on the lot. I mean, this is a beautiful little RV, folks, and very, very hard to find. The smaller the motorhome is, the harder they are to find. Most 21, 22 footers you see on the market don't have a stationary bed. I get people trying to trade them to us all the time, folks, and I can't even hardly, and I won't even trade for one without a stationary bed because they're too hard to sell. I can sell 10 of these with a stationary bed for every one of them that doesn't have a stationary bed. That's what everybody wants, and I don't blame them. I would too. But anyway, in fact, I had a guy with a Gulfstream BT Cruiser the other day that didn't have a stationary bed, and I told him I didn't want it at any price on trade because I can't sell it. But anyway, folks, give us a call, 706-965-7929, evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. This unit is online on 20 different websites. On our website, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, get notifications every time I post a video, which is pretty much every day. And we buy all these small motorhomes that we can, folks. If it's a Class B, then we do our best to buy it. And we've got 170 used RVs out here. We've got a great selection of Class B and B pluses, probably more than any other dealer under 30 grand, any other dealer in the country right now. 170 used RVs in stock, lowest prices on the internet. If you didn't buy your RV from Parkway RV Center, chances are you paid way too much for it. No extra fees, no dock fees, no acquisition fees, no prep fees, no freight fees, none of that junk, folks. Financing is available with approved credit and minimum 10% down payment. And this one being a 02, because you may have to pay a little bit more than 10%. Just contact us for details. You can apply for financing right from our website, parkwayrvcenter.com. You can also view our inventory there. You know, we've been doing this a long time, folks. Third generation, family owned and operated. You know, we're going to be the place 30, 40 years from now. You're going to send your kids and grandkids to buy their RVs from. That's how you stay in business like we do. That's why that's how we sell over 600 used RVs a year. No games, no gimmicks, no trouble, no drama, no commission salespeople. That saves you money and eliminates sales pressure because they get paid whether you buy one or not. And just makes it a whole lot easier to deal with, folks. And for those of you who are buying a major item like this, don't buy from a commission salesperson. They get 25% of the gross profit as a commission rate. That means a dealer that's selling it has to mark it up an additional 25%. That means you're overpaying by thousands of dollars just to pay that salesperson's commission. And plus, when it comes to dealing with them, every dollar they get you to pay extra is an extra 25 cents in their pocket. So if you've got a trade-in, you go to a commission salesperson, every dollar they get you to take under market value or trade-in value for it, they get an extra 25 cents. So if they talk you into taking $5,000 less than what they booked your trade-in for, they get $1,250 extra dollars. So it makes it hard to deal with somebody like that. We do take trade-ins, of course. We'll trade for stuff other dealers run away from screaming. We'll trade, for course, for RVs, boats, cars, trucks, SUVs, classic cars, tractors, guns, jewelry, gold, silver, coin collections. We'll trade for antiques, tractors, semi-trucks. If we can put a figure on it and we can legally sell it, don't have to feed it, and we can sell it and we can get in it where we can sell it as quickly as we sell our used RVs, then we will definitely trade for it. And I've traded. And for those of you who've been on my channel for a while, you know I've traded and done some videos on some pretty crazy stuff. Even sports memorabilia, autographs. I mean, there's not much we haven't traded for in the last 49 years. Give us a call. Email us, sales@parkwayrvcenter.com. Now, we do prefer phone calls because I have 4 salespeople, folks. Most lots my size have 30. I have 4. They're working several deals at the same time, several different buyers at the same time. They don't have a lot of time to spend behind a computer. In fact, my #1 sales guy doesn't even use his computer. He operates off his cell phone, and he operates here in person. He doesn't even take it. If somebody can only contact him by email, he turns them over to one of the other salespeople because that's the way he is, because he just doesn't have time to write emails back and forth. On a major purchase like this, which is a lot of money to most people, it's a lot of money to me. I'm always going to pick up a phone and call somebody because this is not like buying a t-shirt or buying a CD on eBay or Amazon or a DVD or anything like that. This is a pretty major item. It's definitely worth taking the time and trouble to pick up a phone and call. I'm not going to say we're not going to answer emails. We answer all emails. But my guys, be honest with you, just don't have the time to answer, to spend hours writing emails back and forth. My guys can tell you more in a 10-minute phone conversation than they can in 2 hours reading and writing emails back and forth between you and them. Time is money to them, folks. So, because they're always helping several customers, they don't have a lot of time to spend hours emailing. So, you know, you will get a response to an email. It may be up to 48 hours before you do get a response. During that 48 hours, especially on a hot item like this that you can't find anywhere, somebody else could take the initiative and pick up a phone and call, leave a deposit on it, even if it was hours after you sent the email. And because first person that leaves a deposit on it gets it. These things are not something you can go to your neighborhood RV dealer and find for this price in this good a condition. So keep that in mind. I know it's old-fashioned, but that's how we operate, folks. We've been doing this for 3 generations now, 49 years. It works for us. Pick up a phone and call us. During the day, our office number, again, is 706-965-7929. Now, if you call that after hours, because we're open 9 to 6, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 Saturday, closed Sunday, Eastern Time. If you call after hours, leave a message with the answering service. Or you can also call our after hours cell number, 423-605-8255. 888-778-6747. Now, if it's late at night here, he's not going to answer the phone. Leave a voicemail, or send him a quick text to call you back, or leave a message with the answering service on the office number, and somebody will call you back the next business day. Keep in mind, folks, if you want to come look at this RV, if you will call and make an appointment with a minimum 24-hour advance notice, so we set a date and time and stick to it, your RV salesperson will make sure the unit's plugged into power or have the generator running with the air and the fridge on so you can do your own inspection. Because I don't expect you to say, I want to take it as is with a discount, or I want to just pay for it and leave it here without and let it get checked out here so I have no worries. I'm not expecting you to make that decision based on a video or based on my personal recommendation. I would expect you to make that decision after you see it in person, you test drive it, you basically do your own inspection on it, and decide if you want to take it home with you that day, or the day you pay for it, I should say. Or do you want to just pay for it, leave it here, let us do the inspection, and call you when it's ready, and you get the walkthrough and all that other stuff too. You don't have to make that decision, folks, until you get here to look at it. And like I said, it's about a 70-30 split. 70% take the inspection, 30% do the inspection themselves and take it as is and get the discount. And I promise you, folks, my personal recommendation for this, and this is just my own, this is not affiliated with Parkway RV, my own personal recommendation is I would take the discount and take it as is. I've driven it, I've cranked everything up. You may, and I'm not saying you may have a light bulb or you may have a plumbing leak here or there. That I promise you, folks, a discount will pay for pretty much anything that this RV has that doesn't work, and then some, if there is anything that doesn't work. And I say that because there's no jacks, there's no slide out. The major and all the other major stuff works fine. But anyway, folks, you make your own decision. I'm not going to sway you one way or the other. 706-965-7929 is our phone number. Email us, sales@parkwayrvcenter.com. Of course, go to my website, look at our inventory. You can apply for credit there if you need it. We take trade-ins. Nationwide delivery is also available. We have sold RVs to buyers from all 50 states, including multiple sales from Alaska and Hawaii buyers. We've sent over 2,500 units to Canada, coast to coast. We've even sent them overseas to England, Italy, Australia, the Netherlands, and other countries, folks, because of our prices. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions about this motor home, give us a call. If you want to buy this motor home, give us a call. We're here to help you. We're going to save you money. You're going to have a lot less stressful buying experience and more. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you soon. Beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.